could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility. He has and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down, and his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. Wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike. Here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was polished up. by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run on 1st down. Goodwin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. On 3rd down, it's Goodwin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Now Saquon Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now it's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Haskins, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
On first down. Good one. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Now the ball comes loose. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who propped it up. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Jackson. The quick slant caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jackson now looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Again, Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Off the edge, the 6. By EDMMmadHatter81's.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? And made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And here come the Redskins now. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they... can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the second quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and...
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 50 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they go on that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Jackson, and he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Right there, 54 miles. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shoot.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A gain there of 21 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From just shy of midfield, Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Oh, he stays up. And he's going to go down again.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. Watching, but he was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tackles, but eventually goes down. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Goodwin. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodwin.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? Back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd down now, it's Goodwin, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Jackson now throwing on third and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Haskins to throw. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
On 1st down, Goodwin. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man here. It's Green. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Let's go. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Haskins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the run, it's Barkley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Jackson. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Right there. 54 Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Goodwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make him play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And some room to maneuver. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second down and goal. Haskins. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.